Mr. Speaker,
Mr. Money, for what purpose?
will the gentleman yield for a few questions?
Will the gentleman yield
Sure.
for questions?
Representative Phelan, can you identify some of the specific types of political advertising that you think would be a crime under this bill?
Well, again, if you knowingly, with the intent to publish through broadcast political advertising, including an image, an audio recording, or video recording of an office holder or candidate's appearance, speech, or conduct that did not occur in reality.
Okay, so last election cycle, you and various PACs directed by you spent quite a bit of money in Republican primary elections that published, distributed, and broadcasted political advertising. Is that correct?
I donated money to individuals. I
And-
was not involved in the creation of media or the mail or the radio and TV. I did not get involved in that, no, sir.
But
No more than when you give a donation to a candidate, you get involved.
Sure. And the kinds of political advertisements that we're told are concerning are maybe a picture that didn't happen in reality, such as I think a famous picture of you hugging Nancy Pelosi, and you've never hugged Nancy Pelosi. Is that correct?
I've never been in the same zip code as Nancy Pelosi.
Me neither, and I don't think you would hug her, but there was a picture of you hugging her that would violate this rule. Is that correct?
It would certainly require disclosure that that image did not occur in reality. That's it. That's all it would take.
And if someone published that picture without publishing that disclosure, they and any broadcast company, social media site that broadcasted that would be subject to both civil and criminal penalties. Is that correct?
No, sir. I don't think you've read the bill, because if you go to page 2, it certainly carves out all those individuals who would have been liable for publishing any type of media.
Okay, I'll move on then. So last cycle, if there's a PAC that you donated heavily to that sent a political mailer to my district showing a picture of me next to Xi Jinping with the Chinese flag superimposed on farmland, falsely claiming that I helped to sell farmland to the Chinese Communist Party, that would be a crime under this bill, correct?
Are you sure you're not talking about my election with that piece of mail was sent?
I think maybe there's probably more of us than just one that got that, but that would be a crime.
I definitely got that one. Yes,
Okay.
Sir. But you're correct. That would fall under this disclosure that I did not meet that individual. I never shook his hand, and a disclosure saying this did not occur in reality would have to be included on that piece of mail, just like in my race and in your race. This is a equal opportunity disclosure bill here, sir.
Do you think voters in House District 21 believe that you actually did hug Nancy Pelosi?
You know, that's a great question. Yes. The same reason they came up to me and said, you know what, I don't think Donald Trump endorsed your opponent. That was some deep fake AI stuff. I was not quick to correct them and tell them, no, actually he did endorse my opponent, but they did not believe it was real because there's so much out there that's not real. So when things occur that are actually accurate, they also don't believe it. And that's the point of the bill, sir. Mr. Money, it's not about you and it's not about your election. And I'm sorry you had some mail you didn't like. I got mail I didn't like. This is about what your voters believe and what my voters believe. It's not about us. And you and I will just be a face on a composite in the basement one day, and we won't be remembered. But if we don't protect our elections, and if we don't do something about the integrity that our voters see on a daily basis, all this is not worth it. Because then you know what? Anybody could be up here. An image, a video of anybody could go run for election. You know what? I'm not the best looking man, right? I got a big forehead. I'd love for my forehead to be a little bit smaller, but that wouldn't be reality. I'd like to be 6'2". That wouldn't be reality, right? So let the voters know exactly what they're getting every time they go to the ballot box. So why anyone would want to operate in the shadows is beyond me.
I don't want to operate in the shadows.
Well, good. Vote for 366 and you won't be operating in the shadows. Put a disclosure on any mail piece you put out there that says, this is fake. I'm lying to you, voter.
But if someone makes your forehead...
Members, please don't talk over each other.
Let him finish his comment about my forehead, please.
No, I'm saying I don't want anybody to make fun of my appearance either. You've got a nicer head of hair than I've got. But if someone makes your forehead larger than it should be,
They don't
I
have
don't think
to.
that they should be subject to jail time for that. This is an overreach. Nobody likes bad political advertisement. You don't, and I don't, and I get that. But that's part of what we have to live with. And when people overreach and they say that we've sold land to the Chinese Communist Party, they say we're affiliated with neo-Nazis and ridiculous comments like that, then that is what, then we answer for it, and truth covers truth, and we move on.
This won't stop lies. People will lie about me. They're going to lie about you. They're going to lie about anybody who runs for office, whether it's local, state, federal. There always will be lies. The problem is we're getting to a point in time, again, this is the 5th bill we've heard on the House floor dealing with AI and new technology. We have to get ahead of it. We're always playing catch up to technology. When I first got elected, it was just the World Wide Web. It was Facebook. Now this is AI, right? On Monday, Senator Ted Cruz passed the Take It Down Act, 409 to 2. The federal government
That's
is
a
finally doing something.
different bill. Let's keep it about
It's
your
still
bill.
about AI, though. It's
Yeah.
still about AI
But
infiltrating our lives on a daily
We're talking about political
basis.
memes, and I appreciate it, and I don't like lies in political advertising as well, but this bill goes too far, and I'll vote against it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.